At work, I lightly patted my boss's secretary on the behind. I didn't expect that this scene was witnessed by my boss, but strangely, my boss wasn't angry. Instead, he promoted me to general manager. I didn't understand my boss's intention, but at that moment, my boss demanded that I must stay and work overtime today. Although I felt very puzzled, I still agreed. However, just as I was about to leave work in the evening, I suddenly noticed a strange man. This terrifying scene instantly scared me. Taking advantage of the gap while the killer was dragging away a body, I quickly ran into the nearby restroom. But when I opened the stall door, I discovered the security guard's body. I instantly realized this must be the killer's doing. But just then, footsteps suddenly sounded outside. I hurriedly closed the stall door and stood on the toilet. At that moment, the killer suddenly walked into the restroom. Watching the killer get closer and closer, I immediately jumped down from the toilet and crawled into another stall. But I accidentally triggered the motion sensor. In my panic, I quickly stepped onto the toilet and activated the flush the instant the killer left.
Stay there.
After the killer left, I immediately ran out. But just as I pushed open the door,
Tom!
I ran into a colleague who was also working overtime. I quickly told him about the killer. However, just as we were about to escape, we discovered the elevator had been turned off by the killer. We had no choice but to take the stairs to escape, but the stairway was also firmly locked by the killer. I quickly told my colleague to go get his phone to call the police, because I still needed to tell my boss, who was still in the company, about this. But when I arrived at the office, I didn't see my boss anywhere. With no other option, I could only return to my workstation to find my phone and call the police. But just then, my phone shut off because the battery died. I had no choice but to charge my phone first. But when I turned around, I was horrified to discover my colleague's body. Before I could react, the sound of a door opening suddenly came from behind me. I quickly crouched down and ran to the storage room. Fortunately, the killer was on the phone and didn't hear the sound I made. But soon the killer came toward this area, carrying the body. I instantly became panicked.